Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is video number 2 for the day. I just wanted to do that short video earlier. But in this video, we'll be breaking a box of 1993 Wheels Rookie Thunder. It's a 100-card set that you can put together. And there's also a couple of levels of inserts. There's the Rookie Thunder Platinum Parallel, and then there's the short prints that are also one per box. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this box opening and see what we can pull out of this set. And this was at a time when racing cards were just starting to put inserts into their boxes. Autographs and relics were just being toyed with. I believe 1992 Tracks was the first year that they put the autographs in the racing cards, and about 1995 is when they started putting relics in. Maybe VIP or Press Pass Premium may have done that. So here's our first pack. As you can see, they have an offer for Wheels Racing. So we start with the Davey Allison card. Very nice card. Rusty Wallace. And what this does is this chronicles the rookies of the year through each year. Rusty, of course, the 84 Rookie of the Year, and we'll have a picture of them from their rookie season. The back will have information about their career, perhaps up to that point. Here you have Sterling Marlin, 1983 Rookie of the Year. Sam McQuagg, 1965 Rookie of the Year. Then this was Rusty Wallace, who was a former Rookie of the Year, but it's a race win from 1993. Ricky Craven. This does chronicle some of the Busch Series competitors around this era as well. So Ricky was the 1992 Busch Series Rookie of the Year, and later the 95 Cup Series Rookie of the Year. Skipped a card there. Davey Allison, who posthumously won the 1993 IROC Championship. And Earl Ross, 1974 Rookie of the Year. Earl was the only Canadian driver to win a NASCAR Cup Series race. Let's open this off camera. It's being a little picky. So we have, again, the Wheels Racing Club, with Jeff Gordon there leading the way. It looks like Ernie Irvan and Alan Kwiecki behind him. So we have Walter Ballard, independent driver for many years, 1971 Rookie of the Year. There's Trickle, 1989 Rookie of the Year, driving for Stavola Brothers. Ken Bouchard, 1988 Rookie of the Year. His brother Ron won it in 1981. Jeff Bodine, 1982 Rookie of the Year, however pictured here in his 1984 racing suit. Bobby Labonte, who was the 1990... He was a challenger for the 93 Rookie of the Year in the Cup Series. I believe he was the 91 Rookie of the Year. No, he's the 1991 Busch Series champion. They didn't have Rookie of the Year in that series to that point. Shorty Rollins, 1958 Rookie of the Year. Looks like that's a convertible series car. Kenny Wallace, 1993 Rookie contender with a Jeff Gordon shirt and a Bobby Labonte hat. Also competitors for 93 Rookie of the Year. And Jimmy Hensley, 1992 Rookie of the Year, driving for Cale Yarborough Motorsports. I may be missing the Platinum cards. The only difference with the Platinum card versus the regular card is just the color of the foil. So we have Skip Manning, Rookie of the Year in 76, driving for Billy Hagan, later replaced by Terry Labonte in 1979. Davey Allison, first career win, 87 Winston 500 at Talladega. Ken Schrader, first career win, 88 Die Hard 500 at Talladega. Another Davey Allison card. This picture's from 1987, his rookie season. Richard Petty, 1959 Rookie of the Year. Billy Wade, 1963. Billy was killed in 1964 in a tire test. Lenny Pond, 1973 Rookie of the Year, his only career win, 1978 in Talladega. And Joe Nemechek, 1990 Busch Series Rookie of the Year. And Joe and his son John Hunter are racing all 3 races together this weekend. The trucks, the Xfinity, and the Cup Series out at ISM Raceway in Phoenix. So we'll try to rip through these a little bit faster. I'm sure we're going to start hitting some duplicates here fairly soon. So we got Bobby Labonte, 93 rookie contender, 2000 Cup Series champion. Kenny Wallace, most popular driver in the Busch Series, 91. So we got Kenny Wallace again. Rusty's first career win, 1986 at Bristol. Doug Cooper, 64 Rookie of the Year. Don't know much about Doug, unfortunately. Jody Ridley, 1980 Rookie of the Year. Only driver to win for Junie Donlevy in the number 90 Ford. Ronnie Thomas, 1978 Rookie of the Year. And 1989 champion Rusty Wallace. Some of these guys you've probably heard of, some of them you may not heard of. So we've got another Craven card from his Busch Rookie Tour. Alan Quickie, first career win at Phoenix, 1988. Labonte again. Ronnie Bouchard, 1981 Rookie of the Year, during his Talladega win that season, passing Darrell Waltrip and Terry Labonte on the last lap. Ken Schrader, driving for Junie Donlevy, 1985 Rookie of the Year. Richie Bickle, he was a contender for Rookie of the Year in 1993. Larry Smith, 1972 Rookie of the Year, tragically killed at Talladega in 1973 in what looked to be a relatively harmless crash, but he succumbed to head injuries. And Alan Quickie, win number 2 at Rockingham in 1990. So we'll just keep kind of rapid firing through these packs. I'll have to go through these later and find the platinums. So there's Nathan Butke, a 93 Busch Series rookie contender. Alan Quickie, 1986 Rookie of the Year contender card. And Alan ran the whole season with 1 car and 2 engines. Pretty impressive feat. Ricky Rudd, first win at Riverside, 1983, but this is his 1986 win at Martinsville in the picture. Tim Fedowa, 1993 Busch Series contender for Rookie of the Year. Tim now spots for, I believe, Eric Almirola in the Cup Series right now. I believe he's spotter for one of the SHR cars. There's Ricky in his rookie season, 1977. Ricky was recently on the Dale Jr. Download podcast, so very interesting story about Ricky in his early career there. So I suggest you guys give that a listen. Bobby Labonte and Jeff Gordon. I think this is the first Jeff Gordon card that we've come across, and this is in 1992 when they unveiled his car for the 1993 season. Still looking for that short print. If I passed it, I apologize. I'm just kind of hard to tell because the only difference with the short prints and the regular issues, these have the marbleized design at the bottom. The short prints have a lightning background. So if I passed it, I apologize. I'll go back through later and find it, and if I skipped it, then I'll review it in the next video. So we're going to have Bobby Labonte, Jeff Bodine, first career win, 84 at Martinsville. Jeff Gordon, 1993 Twin 125 at Daytona. This was technically his second career Cup start. Held off Bill Elliott, led the entire race. I listened to it on the radio. It was a very, very exciting race that day. Alan Quickie, when he passed away in 93, a lot of his competitors commemorated him with the Polish victory lap, which Alan made famous. Kenny Wallace, 93 Rookie of the Year contender. Brothers, Terry and Bobby Labonte. And another Bobby Labonte card. And Richard Brooks worked for MRN for many, many years after he retired from driving. He was the 1973 Rookie of the Year. And I'm sure we'll come across his rookie card later on, or his Rookie of the Year card later on. A very colorful character for MRN for many, many years. Another Labonte Brothers card. Alan Quickie's next to last career win, 1992 at Bristol. We have Joe Bessie, 93 Busch Series rookie contender. Rusty wins at Wilkesboro. Hermie Sadler, who's 1993 Busch rookie contender. Petty Pearson. It's a nice card. Really like those older cars. Richard Petty, celebrating his next to last career victory, Dover 1984. And Richard Petty again. So that was a nice pack. Really like those cards in that one. I don't think I've ever opened a whole box of these. I've received packs here and there along the way, so kind of excited to see all these cards. We have another next pack leads off Petty Pearson. Richard Petty farewell salute the night before the Hooters 500 in 1992. Another Petty card. Bobby Labonte. Alan Quickie's third career win. That was in Bristol of 91. Another Richard Petty card. Davey Allison, and Davey Allison. So as you can see, there's a handful of drivers that this set is heavy with. As it came out in 1993, that was the year that NASCAR lost Alan Quickie in a plane crash and Davey Allison in a helicopter crash. So they just made a few extra cards of those guys. Here's a nice card, Jeff Gordon, when he won the Twin 125 at Daytona in 93. Davey, first career win, again 87 Winston 500. Kenny Wallace, Tim Fidoa, Ricky Rudd, Bobby Labonte, Jeff Gordon unveiling again, and Joe Nemechek. So now we're starting to see some doubles, so we can start rolling through these packs just a little bit quicker. So we have Bobby Labonte, Kenny Wallace, Quickie's first win again, Rusty's first win, rookie contender Kenny Wallace, Terry Labonte, Bobby Labonte, and Richard Brooks again. It's a little different with these older packs, not having the autos or the relic cards in them. Richard Petty, last checkered flag from the 92 Hooters 500. Bobby Labonte, first career pole. There's Ronnie Bouchard again, Petty Pearson, Petty, and Petty. Seems to be a little bit of a pattern here with the cards. Seems like if you hit one Richard Petty in a pack, you're going to hit about 4 of them. But I'm not complaining. So we have Lenny Pond again, 73 Rookie of the Year. He beat Darrell Waltrip for Rookie of the Year that season. There we have Petty again. Gordon's second career Busch Series win, 1992 at Charlotte in the All-Pro 300. There's Nathan Butke again, Alan Quickie, Ricky Rudd, Davey Allison, and Davey Allison. And like I said in the previous video, during any of these box breaks that you guys see cards that you like or that you may want, shoot me a message on YouTube here or message me and follow me on Twitter there. And I'll be glad to see what kind of deal we can work out. So we have Jeff Gordon, Champion 300 at Charlotte. First Busch ride, Kenny Wallace. First road course win for Jeffrey Bodine, which would be 1984 at Riverside, but they show him winning at Sonoma in 1992. Or 93. There's Jeff Bodine, Jeff Gordon, Alan Quickie, and Jeff Gordon again. We're about halfway through those packs, so as we get through them a little bit quicker here, don't want to hold you guys up. Bickle, Ricky Craven, Woody Wilson. Haven't seen Woody Wilson yet this evening. 1961 Rookie of the Year, and you can see there he has the Rebel flag on the helmet. NASCAR, of course, being a southern sport, Rebel flags were pretty prominent back in the day. Hermie Sadler, Gordon's first career NASCAR win of any kind, 1992, and the first Busch Series race in Atlanta. Joe Bessie, Rusty, and Hermie Sadler again. Some of you may recognize Hermie Sadler from TNA Impact Wrestling in the 2000s, early 2000s to, I'm not sure what year he was no longer part of that organization, but he was with that organization for a while. So here's Tim Fidoa again. James Hilton. James passed away in 2018 in an automobile accident, very tragic situation. And he raced up to just a couple of years ago at the age of 81 in the ARCA Series. But James was the 1966 Rookie of the Year in the Cup Series and had 2 victories, 1970 at Richmond and 1972 at Talladega. He also helped many drivers through their career as he would rent the cars out to them. Kenny Wallace again, Roy Payne, 93 Busch Series contender. Ricky Rudd, Bobby Labonte again, Alan Kulwicki, and Richard Petty. So it's nice to kind of see some of these other drivers that you don't hear about. Roy Payne there was a Busch Series competitor in the mid-90s, drove his own family-fielded team. Had a few decent runs, but ultimately the team ran out of money and they had to give it up. I'm not sure what Roy does nowadays. There you see Rusty Wallace. David Pearson, 1960 Rookie of the Year. Very nice picture of David. This picture's probably from the mid-70s based on his uniform. Rusty wins New Hampshire, first race in 93. Davey Allison's final career start. There you see Ken Schrader and Jeff Gordon, 2 former Rookies of the Year. Rusty Wallace with his crew chief Buddy Parrott. Alan Kulwicki and Bill Dennis, 1970 Rookie of the Year. Let's see if we have a little info about Bill Dennis there if you guys want to read that. Another one of those drivers that you don't hear much about, but he did win a Rookie of the Year. And I'm sure on racingreference.info there's more information there. So we have Rusty again. Rusty, Bobby Labonte, Gordon, a very nice Gordon card there. Davey Allison, 92 Daytona 500 winner there with his parents, Judy and Bobby Allison. Walter Ballard again, we've seen him real early on. Bruce Hill, first time we've seen him. Bruce passed away a couple of years ago of cancer. And 1992 Busch Series champion Joe Nemechek. In what was the closest Busch Series championship in history when he, at the time, when he won by 3 points. Today's system allows the championship to come down to 1 point. So we have Bobby Labonte, Labonte brothers again. Tom Cox, 1962 Rookie of the Year. Don't have a lot of information about Tom, so let's flip that card over. Maybe some of our viewers would like to know a little bit there about Tom. You can pause that and read that. Gordon, Davey, Doug Cooper. First time we've seen Doug. Well, I think that's the second time, but we'll go ahead and flip the card over and let the folks see a little bit of information about him. Kenny Schrader and Labontes and Wallace again. I believe that was Kenny again this time. The packs are sticking together, but not the cards, so that's good. I'd rather have the packs stick together and the cards can move around fairly freely. So we start this pack with another Richard Petty, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Bodine, and I say that and they're starting to stick together. Rusty, Allen, and Bill Dennis again. And Jeff Gordon. I do have a second box of this that I'll probably be breaking another time. Maybe if I put a set together, I'll throw it up on eBay, and maybe one of you guys would be interested in winning that. So we have Alan Kulwicki, Woody Wilson, Hermie Sadler once again, Jeff Gordon, Walter Ballard, and Bruce Hill. I believe there's one more card somewhere stuck right there. It is. All smiles, Ricky Craven. Ricky, of course, now works for Fox in their NASCAR coverage. He did work for ESPN for many years, but ESPN decided that they were going to downsize and get rid of most of their NASCAR folks. Larry Smith, we talked about him earlier today. I believe this will also mention about his crash in Talladega in 1973. Tom Cox, James Hilton, Kenny, Roy Payne. Let's flip Roy Payne's card over so you can guys get a little information about him. Busch Series rookie contender Ricky Rudd, Jeff Gordon, and Kenny Wallace again. So we just have a handful of packs left to go here. Try to get this done as quickly as possible so you guys can go about your day. So we start off with Davey's Daytona win card again. Whoops. Davey first career win. Kenny Wallace Busch Series, Tim Fedewa, Rusty Wallace, Alan Kulwicki, and Jimmy Hensley. Jimmy Hensley in 1992 took over that car in about the 8th race of the year. Chad Little ran the first handful of races and was released from the car. Jimmy took over. There we have Donnie Allison. We haven't seen Donnie Allison yet today. 67 Rookie of the Year. David Pearson, Rusty Wallace, Gordon, and here's the Richard Brooks rookie card from 1969 Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry, I may have misspoke earlier and said he was 73 Rookie of the Year. I believe he won the 73 Talladega 500, but he was the 69 Rookie of the Year. Lenny Pond was the 73 Rookie of the Year. So we have Rookie Contender 93 Kenny Wallace, Rusty Wallace 84 Rookie of the Year, Ken Bouchard, Sam McQuagg. I believe he won the 1966 Southern 500. I'm sorry, 66 Firecracker 400. I knew his first only win was in 66. Jeff Gordon and Davies Daytona win again. Packs are starting to stick together now. Much like baseball cards from the early 90s through the mid-2000s, the racing cards have the UV coating on them and they tend to stick together. So you just give them a little bend and they usually come apart. Terry Labonte, who won the IROC Championship driving for Davey posthumously, and that is our bonus card. That is our short print card right there. That's very nice. You see the bottoms of the cards are different. The one on the right here has the marbleized bottom. This has the lightning bolts. So we'll set that aside. That's a really nice card. So we have Walter Ballard, Jeff Gordon, Kenny Wallace, Sam McQuagg, Bobby Labonte, Kenny Schrader, and Ricky Rudd, who was the 92 IROC champion. Looks like we have 4 more packs to go. Get through this really quickly so get you guys on your way to whatever you're going to do the rest of this Sunday. Cup is ISM Raceway. Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick have already punched their ticket to Homestead, so there's 6 drivers going for 2 spots. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, and Denny Hamlin. And Ryan Blaney. So those are your 6 drivers going through for the 2 spots that are left. So we have Davey again winning Daytona 92. Trickle, Schrader, Bickle, Larry Smith once again, Alan Kwiecki, Kenny Wallace, and Jimmy Hensley. Jimmy has a handful of Busch Series wins in the mid-80s and early 90s. Jimmy was a popular driver from Ridgeway, Virginia. Always really did good at Martinsville. Won the pole in 1989 Fall Cup race at Martinsville, subbing for Dale Earnhardt, who couldn't get to the track after Hurricane Hugo hit. So here we have Hermie Sadler, Kenny Schrader, Jeff Bodine, Bobby Labonte, Shorty Rollins, Ricky Rudd, and a card sticking to Ricky. Maybe 2 of them. Jeff Gordon and Skip Manning. Skip's best finish was 3rd on, I believe, the 1977 Talladega 500. I know his best finish was 3rd, but I just can't remember what year. So we got 2 more packs left. Kwiecki, Richard Petty, 1959 Rookie of the Year. There's Davey again. Billy Wade, Lenny Pond, Bobby Labonte again, and Jeff Gordon, who's the 1991 Busch Series Rookie of the Year. Very young Jeff Gordon, you can see. And our last pack. No, we're not getting the short print in it because we've already pulled that a little bit earlier. And here we have Rusty with Buddy Parrott at Bristol, Doug Cooper, Jody Ridley, Ronnie Thomas, whose best career finish was 7th in 1980 at North Wilkesboro, by the way. Let's see if it says that. It does not, but I'm pretty accurate to that. Pretty sure that's accurate, I should say. Ricky Craven, Davey Allison at Darlington, and Earl Ross, Canadian driver. A little bit about Earl. So I hope you've enjoyed the 93 Rookie Thunder box break here. Again, I got a couple of boxes of this on eBay, so just show you guys what the boxes look like there, the different sides. You know, kind of just a plain box at the time. There wasn't a lot of inserts. I may do another break of this here in a couple weeks and then try to put the set together and probably throw that up on eBay so somebody can have the opportunity to get that. So again, I thank you for watching. Please throw me a follow on Twitter at Hallie Emery. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and after 100 subs we will have a random draw and somebody will walk away with a 1998 VIP rookie card of Tony Stewart. I know somebody's going to be happy about that. Like that card a lot. I know I keep saying that. But everybody have a good rest of your Sunday. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.